And please, understand that the dollar is dead. Fiat currencies are dead. Fiat currencies are dead. Fiat currencies are dead.
And my fellow citizens, the golden age of America begins right now.
So we're supposedly in the golden age of America. Okay. As things wind down and this year on the Gregorian calendar comes to a close, it's amazing to see how fast time has just passed by. "2025 has to be the quickest year on record for me. I don't remember how a complete year went away, but here it is. I mean, it was prophesied to be this way. The thing about it is that the way society is, it's not healthy.
The way society is, it's not healthy.
They are going to roll the whole world into their new system. That's the only thing that matters. Everything you're looking at is about the narrative that they are going to use to roll everyone into the new system. And you can't say it's a conspiracy because I'm literally showing you that it all exists. Let's be clear about something very much right now. In regards to this economy, they don't need you. They are replacing you. I mean, right now, I believe in 2026, Tesla is going to be bringing out their own robots, like that movie I, Robot.
Okay.
People are going to have their own independent robots doing work in their own home. They do not need us for work in this society. So what do they need you for? The only thing you are needed for is for worship. They actually need your spiritual energy. They need to bring you into compliance in order to bring you to the obedience of the world that they are building. And once you are rolled into the system, you will completely be a Satanist. I mean, right now, they're pretty much rolling out Satanism to the whole world. One of the things that people don't see with this whole 50 Cent thing is that he is completely introducing Satanism to the masses. Everyone who's following 50 Cent and this whole Diddy nonsense, he is introducing Satanism in a very simple and subtle way. But I can speak more to that later. You have to understand the agenda in the game that's being played before you. They all speak like this world is all in conflict, but the whole world is moving toward the same change, using the same technology to implement the same system. This is all by design. For everyone around the world that's blind and asleep, they are being carefully steered into a system of control. But there are narratives that will be used to bring everyone into it methodically, just like you are methodically brought into accepting a solution that you knew nothing about. And so as you watch the world and hear about the wars and political dysfunction and the problems with debt and all these other things, if you have your eyes closed to the system that they built, then you are not able to see what is clearly right in front of you that all these events are leading you to. What I have given you is an overview of their plans for the world.
Overview of their plans for the world. What I have given you is an overview of their plans for the world. And throughout all these plans, there is one thing that must be understood.
This world that they are creating is a world made to regulate itself without regard of the Most High. This fourth industrial revolution is bringing about a complete change to the way that we interact with the world and the amount of control that we have versus how much control the system will have. The people that participate in this coming system will gladly give over their rights and their privacy for a chance of security, in order for economic prosperity, in order for them to receive their universal basic income, in order for them to believe that they are saving their life.
World order
This is the world that is coming, and it will not come with an instruction manual that explains how to adapt. Every step of the way will be pushed and steered into it. And in order to save their life, people will conform to their system. When I see agendas like this, I think it's important that we all hold on to Messiah's words. In Luke chapter 17, verses 32 and 33, Yahusha said, "Remember Lot's wife. Whoever seeks to save his life will lose it, and whoever loses his life will preserve it." Luke chapter 17, verses 32 and 33. Because this world is going to move everyone through provocations of fear, there will be many that try to save their lives by conforming and adapting to the system, just trusting that the government will take care of them. And they will trust everything, and where they are leading and steering the masses, they will go. Very similar to what people did in 2021 when they took that unknown solution. They will do the same in all the different areas that this system is creating in order for us to all be fully trapped into their satanic world system. I made this video because it's important that people really understand the future in front of them and move in accordance with reality and not how you want to view this world. I know many people have different goals for their future. I always tell the same thing to them. They must understand where the world is going. The CEOs of these Fortune 500 companies are not living in the same world that the masses live in. They know the future because their companies are investing and developing it. And we are just being made to be reactive to adjust to the world that they are creating. I made this video so that you can make decisions about your future from a position of knowledge and awareness rather than being reactionary. These things are right in our face and they're waiting to implement all these changes. And the unwise and undiscerning will be led to destruction. As these things have been revealed to you, I encourage you to walk more in power and strength. We will all have a choice if we choose to take part in this revolution. Just as we had a choice in COVID, though we didn't like the options presented, we were able to make a choice to participate or not and deal with the consequences in both situations. The whole thing will come about again, and you will have to make a decision to follow the world or follow Yah. The rest of the world is going to be provoked into all this, and they could do this by catching people by surprise and making them reactionary, while also getting people to move who have very little faith. I don't bring any of this up to provoke fear into you, but to keep you in reality, because this system is not. Most people you know are living in completely different reality, and they have no clue. The most important thing you can do for yourself and your family is live in reality with no fear, but faith. So understand my goal with this ministry is to keep the word as our focus and let the remnant stay grounded in truth and away from these agendas. Because these agendas really are not for you if you do not attach yourself to them. So you need to grow yourself up in who you actually are and what you actually are in. Understand that what is happening in this world is clear.
I can't believe he just paid with his hand. Like, you just literally put your hand up and you're good to go. Like, that's crazy.
This is not conspiracy theories from 20 years ago. In order to bring the world into full satanic worship, they are going to collapse society, removing the old way the world used to work and bringing everyone online. And you will take part in a digital system of control where everything is recorded and monitored. The money that people have dedicated their life to will soon mean nothing because they have created new money and a new financial system and a new economy that they will roll everyone into. And if you weren't prepared for it and you're hungry and you're desperate, you're going to do what they say. And that's just a matter of fact. And that's why, even though all these things are happening right in front of you, they are not preparing you for the change because they want you to be reactive. So, as 2026 comes to start, as I have been warning, be prepared for war, internally and worldwide. It doesn't matter where you live, any country, be prepared for escalation and war. Please be ready for war and conflict. Also, please be ready for this system to shut down for extended period of time, particularly if with this government shutdown. Be prepared for problems with debt. Be prepared for supply chains to shut down and for the shelves in the stores to be empty. Be prepared for cyber attacks and problems with the banks. Even if you're not physically able to make any kind of real changes, if you are mentally alert that these things are coming, when they roll it out and when they talk about it, it will not catch you off guard, and you will know how to spot liars and manipulators. Let me ask you, do you remember how we all got online in the first place the way we are right now? It's because of COVID. I don't know if you remember. They rolled out the new normal because of the changes after COVID. Be prepared for the narratives to be rolled out, and be proactive and not reactive. Be prepared to move away from the system. If you are dependent upon the system, you will be rolled into whatever they do. But if you already know that there's a time coming where you're going to separate and live independently from this system, when the change comes online, you will be ready. I expect 2026 to be a transitional year. 2025 was a transitional year. Trump was pushing major agendas, and then they just put the courts involved so that when the actual time for martial law and the military in the streets occurs, it was already legally approved through the courts. This coming year is going to be the 250th year of this American experiment, and there's major events happening in the United States. Please do not move oblivious to everything happening around you. And please understand that the dollar is dead. Fiat currencies are dead. If you're paying attention, look at the price of gold and silver over this year. Just look at what happened with gold and silver this year. We're seeing record highs in both. Matter of fact, just look what happened with silver just this week. Fiat currencies are dead, and they're telling you, they're showing you that they're dead. The fiat currencies mean nothing. Please do not be one that is still holding on to the past and refusing to understand what is ahead of you in the future. You might not be able to do anything financially, but if you are mentally equipped and ready to take on the challenge and you know that it's coming, you will not be one of the mind-controlled slaves that are reactionary when this all hits the fan. And that's the point. You need to know what's happening. You might not be able to do anything about it, but if you know and understand, you will not follow them when they're leading everyone to the pit.
Trust ye in Yahuwah forever, for in Yahuwah is everlasting strength.